Hi, I'm Steve Jones from SQL Server Central and Redgate Software. And this video shows a demo of how I actually capture some code and get it into a text file for version control purposes. Now, the important thing I want you to understand for this demo is that the concept of getting code written and stored is what we really want to cover. So to get started, let me show you here in Management Studio. I've got a few databases. I'll set the stage because this is the demo for a talk that I normally give. And in general, what I want to do is I want to focus on these databases here. So I want to write code in this database, and I want it to get here without me ever touching it. Now, for the purposes of this demo, we will be focusing only on this database for now, but future demos and other videos will show you how this works. So I wanted to do this demo at South Florida this past weekend, but instead what I'll do is I'll just do the demo here. So I'm going to create a table here, and we'll say, my ID is an int, and then we'll also say, let's do Dolphins win the Super Bowl. And we'll just make that a varchar for the heck of it, so you can put a comment in there. So I'll just create this table. There's nothing magical about it. I'll also do a procedure. I do these sometimes as demo things. Demo 5, that's not a bad procedure there. And you notice I'm not saving any of this code, but we'll insert into the RSS feeds, and we'll insert SQL Saturday, South Florida 2023, which was a demo I wanted to do. And here we'll do get date. Let's just do get date there. All right, so I'll insert some data in here. Now, if I want to see these, right, and let's say I did, what did I call that? South SQL. I don't know what I called that table now. Let's do this. Exec get 5, because I did that one. Right, that works. And then SS feeds, that works. And if we see, let's order by modified date descending. So I do see my SQL Saturday there. And then what did I call that table? South. I would have sworn it was South Florida. Maybe I have to go backwards into, oh, my recorder is capturing my screen here. Let's actually just look in here in that database and we'll see what's there. So South Florida, I did call it South Florida. I thought so. Florida. All right, so there's nothing in there. I've stored this data. What I really want to do is get into a text file. So I'm going to use a plugin to do this. It doesn't really matter. This technology is not what I would recommend these days, but really what I want to do is get this code, this store procedure, this code, and this code into a table. So I'm going to say demo, and I think I had 241 is what I really want there. I'm going to commit this. And all that's really happening here is that I'm just using tooling to grab that code and stick it into a text file, and then I'm going to push this out. And so as an example here, let me just see if that was what I wanted. Is it 241? I did remember this correctly because this is the live demo I'm doing, and I want to put that into code. In this case, you'll see it says I updated demo just now, create a pull request. So I'm actually going to do that. And if we look in here at this pull request, by default, it takes my commit message, but you can see there are 3 files changed. So we added this South Florida one, we added this get 5, and then we added a row or a few rows or one row into this data feeds file. We'll create that pull request. And since I'm in charge, I'll approve and complete this because I don't want any of you to do this for me. But all this has done is put this code into a file. So if I were to come here and look at those files, you can see this South Florida file is there. And this is the code similar to what I wrote. Obviously, it wasn't formatted like this. The collate wasn't there. The tooling kind of standardized this for me, but it just put this code into the place where I needed it. And the same thing, if I were to look in store procedures, I would see that get 5 in there as well. And then the same thing for the data changes. So ultimately, what we're just trying to do is get these changes that we make in code into text files. So that's all for this video. I will make another video with the next demo in it.